Hello everybody and welcome back to our Wake Forest Dynasty. We literally cannot catch a break. The game against Virginia, we ended up losing. We'll review that game in this video, but during editing it was so choppy. It was like 3 frames a second or less. It was literally uneditable. So with that said, we cannot catch a break with any, it seems like, of the videos in this series for college football. Because if you remember, it seems to have started with Virginia, Louisville. It seemed to start right there, Louisville and all that. So we've been going for about a month now, and it's so out of whack. But at least it's the end of the year. It's not the middle of the year. It's not the beginning of the year. And today we're going to review Virginia. Game footage, what happened, how we lost, all that stuff. So let's go to our scores and schedules where we just were. And any hopes of the top 25, they're gone with a loss. So we'll go to our team schedule here. And it was a 31-24 loss to Virginia, who now moves up to 23rd in the country. Game summary: Virginia 7-0 after 1, 21-10 after half, 24-10 after 3. We tied it up to make it 24-all, but then they scored with right here, 40 seconds left, 3-yard run, and unfortunately Richie Miles threw an interception on 3rd down. He was rushed out of the pocket, and that was our game. So team stats, we controlled first downs. Total offense was pretty even. Definitely had the upper hand on rushing. Completion and passing, Virginia held us. Their 3rd down conversions, we did very well. We went 7 for 11. No 4th downs, no 2 points. Red zone efficiency, we were perfect. Virginia was not. They had 1 touchdown, 1 field goal. They missed a field goal, but we had 3 turnovers. We had 2 interceptions and a fumble, so it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. All Virginia had was an interception, and that was in the corner of the end zone when they were about to make it even worse. So total yards, 524 for Wake, 447 for the Cavaliers. 1 penalty for each team, very clean game. Time of possession, Virginia was cut in half from ours, 26 minutes for Wake Forest, 13-19 for Virginia. Richie Miles went 23 for 27, 266, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He got sacked 4 times, and his completion percentage was 85%. Rushing, Wayne Haynes, nowhere to be found in the Heisman. He's dropped to 5th. 15 attempts, 71 yards. That's it. Nothing. Probably the worst stat line all year long for him. Richie Miles, 12 for 21. A.J. Pollock, our fullback, 2 attempts, 4 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 yards out each time. So definitely got the fullback used early. Receiving, Caldwell, 6 catches, 91 yards. Haynes, 5 catches, 58. Matt Burns, 4 for 28. J.D. Horton, 4 for 32. Anthony Johnson on a couple end rounds. We used him mainly there. 3 for 54 and a touchdown. Then Kyle Chandler, our backup tight end, 1 for 3 yards. Defensively, not good. Jonathan Franklin had 6 tackles. Aaron Neely had 5. Ricky Coles, he's been dealing with a little bit of injury here and there. 4 tackles. Lawrence Pierce got the INT in the back of the end zone. 4 tackles. Eric Byers, you know, he's always red hot against good rival teams. He was nowhere, 2 tackles. Wayne Haynes got a tackle on one of the interceptions. It just wasn't a good day. Anthony Johnson did too. Kicking and all that good stuff. Anthony King, 1 for 1 and 3 for 3 for extra points. His field goal was 19 yards out. For Virginia, sorry. James White, he had a very, very good game. 203 rating, 24 for 29, 362 through the air, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT, 82 completion percentage, sacked only twice. Rushing, Clark for them, 13 for 57 and a touchdown. And then, obviously, mobile quarterback in White, 7 carries, 14 yards, 1 touchdown as well. Receiving for the Cavaliers, we cannot stop 2 guys. And, it was mainstream, really, the entire first half. 7 catches by Palmer for 117, and Humphrey 7 for 104 and a touchdown. I'm shocked they didn't get 2 or 3 touchdowns each. Those are numbers you don't expect. Williams for them, 4 for 62. Some guys with negative yardage. Nichols, 1 catch, 39 yards and a touchdown. That was on a screenplay we just could not get over. Usually Wake Forest, one of the best teams at covering the screen. Defense, Robinson for them, 10 tackles, all solo, did work. 1 interception as well. Williams, 1 INT as well, 5 tackles, all solo, 2 for a loss. Robinson, 3 for a loss on tackles. Just really, really, really good defense by the Cavaliers. And then their kicker, Reed, 1 for 2. Longest 23. I believe he attempted a 52-yarder. So he didn't miss out. Only about like 4 yards though, so he definitely has a leg. And then he went 4 for 4 on extra points. So that is the Virginia game. They are now 23rd in the country. We are still unranked. We have NC State at Raleigh coming up next time out. Of course, it's the final game of the 2019 season. So show your support. Come out, support the Deacons. And unfortunately, the Deacons have been eliminated from the ACC Atlantic championship talk because the loss to Virginia. And honestly, it didn't even matter already. Even with a win, you put the Deacons at 5-4. Conference, yes, they have tiebreaker over Clemson, but for them to win the Atlantic, they need Florida State, Louisville, and Clemson to lose. And very, very quickly, we'll take a look. Clemson to South Carolina. Yeah, that could be a loss. Florida State, yes, that could be a loss. In Louisville, they already finished their season, and, well, unfortunately, I don't see Clemson losing to South Carolina. But it was a good year. Definitely after Virginia, we did get eliminated. And right now, all these teams, almost all the teams in the Atlantic are going bowling, except for NC State and Boston College. NC State needs a win to go into the bowl season in the ACC Coastal. Every single team is going bowling except Pittsburgh, but then again, they went 1-7 in conference. So 3-0 out of conference, it's not going to help you. So 3 teams, if Wake Forest wins, will miss bowl season in the ACC out of 14. So very good ratio there. But we'll see what we can do next time out against the Wolfpack in Raleigh, North Carolina. Quick update. Sorry about that. We'll get to Raleigh next week, and we'll have a game for you guys there.